Hey folks, today is Friday, July 30th, 2021. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino. Yeah, Mom, I'll get a haircut, all right? We got to talk about all the video game news that has been going on this week. There is a lot, so let's just jump in. The first thing is that Sony has announced that PlayStation 5 has crossed 10 million units sold, which, like, what? That's crazy, especially considering half the people I know still don't have one. But that's a huge milestone, and also technically, I believe that makes that the fastest selling PlayStation console.
Thanks for buying them all fast, resellers.
Yeah, right? God. But the PS5 is also in the news for an upcoming beta firmware update that you can apparently opt into if you're nasty, and it gives you access to a lot of interesting things, including a bunch of user interface updates, including how PS4 and PS5 games are organized. The notifications are going to get an overhaul. 3D audio support for TV speakers, just a bunch of little menu tweaks and stuff like that. There's actually some good stuff here. So as always, I'll link everything we talk about down in the description if you want to check that out. The biggest thing, of course, the hottest thing in the news is that with this is apparently coming, finally, upgraded storage support. So if you haven't been following, as of right now, you can only store PS5 games on an external drive or anything like that. You can't run them off of it because it technically needs higher speeds. So now you're finally able to expand your storage like Sony had announced back when they first revealed the PS5 hardware. You're going to have to physically open this puppy up and add your own M2 drive in. But it's a very, very specific M2 NVMe SSD. Because of the way a PlayStation 5 is designed and how the games are designed around it, it needs super high, super fast read-write speed. So you're going to need to make sure to get a very specific type of SSD. So for mainstream consumers, that might cause an issue for them, but it seems like Sony is very much in the line of like, you get what you get if you buy this thing, but if you're hardcore and you're willing to pop this thing open, here you go. Now there's a lot of specifications to read up on with this. There are very specific size requirements because the slot is very narrow. Technically with these SSDs, because of how they are, they require heat sinks. So you need to make sure that you buy one that has a proper heatsink that will have that clearance. It's a lot. It's almost like building a PC. Welcome to our world. So just make sure as this starts to roll out, as of right now, this is still more of like a beta thing, but it's about time. Seagate is touting itself as one of the big guys providing something that does technically fit, but I'm just going to wait for a while and just see what everybody uses and just kind of what turns out to be the best, and I'll go there. Now in other news, let's talk about cat video games. This is exciting for me personally. I'm very much a big cat and dog person, but we got a new look at Stray. This is a game that was previously announced. It's being published by Annapurna Interactive, which had a big showcase reveal of a bunch of cool indie games this week. And Stray, as you can see from all this gameplay here, looks pretty sick. Considering it's a game you just play as a cat, this is coming out early next year. It's kind of like an adventure game where you're a cat lost in a sort of robot city, but also there's like an infestation of Half-Life head crabs. I don't know what's going on here, but it seems really cool. And from what the details we do have, it seems like it's going to have a lot of exploration and puzzle elements, and seemingly some open world elements. Are going to be some more open areas, which is very cool considering just the look of the city. It's very creative, it's very interesting, and most importantly, I think we talk about this a lot, it's new, it's something fresh, so we're gonna highlight that. Also, what I like to see, I'm just gonna commend right off the bat some of the animations and just the look of the cat itself. Very convincing. As someone who stares at a cat all day at home, yeah, good job. Job well done. Maybe we'll do a before you buy video on this, before you buy Stray, the cat game, in parentheses. I don't know. But let us know what you think. Also, from this Annapurna Interactive, like I said, there's a lot of stuff worth highlighting. We only have time for so much, but definitely want to highlight new Outer Wilds expansion content. This is going to be the first and only DLC expansion to a game that a lot of people really freaking loved. It kind of flew under the radar for mainstream audiences, but it won tons of awards. It's definitely a unique experience, and I'm just happy that people are finally getting something cool and new from it. It's called The Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye, and it's dropping September 28th, so you don't gotta wait too much longer. Now, over in some Xbox news, Halo Infinite is getting its first technical test this weekend. As of right now, people are able to play a small sliver of Halo multiplayer and check it out. It's not even a beta. It's very much a rough, as it's called, technical test. You had to sign up through Halo Insider to get access. I didn't. So I got nothing for you guys. But so far, first impressions, they're going to kind of trickle out Seems interesting. Again, it's a small test. There's been some server issues and stuff like that. But I'm really curious because the reactions for this are going to be big. This is going to be important because Halo Infinite for me is kind of like a make or break it game. You know, as someone who wasn't really into Halo 5, I'm really hoping that this one changes the game. But we linked below, Xbox and Microsoft and 343 did come out with a video highlighting some of this stuff. So if you want to check that out, it's down there. Next up, this episode is brought to you by no sponsor this week. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for clicking, supporting. We really appreciate it. This episode is brought to you by Andrew. Hey,
it's
what's
me.
up? Yeah,
Hey.
For editing these shows and putting them together. He's the voice, right? Say something.
Anybody they want?
This TikTok quoting jerk is the guy who puts together the Friday shows. He's the disembodied voice. He's not Falcon. Are you Falcon?
No.
Next up, we got some trailers and stuff throughout the week you may have missed. They're all linked down in the description below. The first trailer is for Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's kind of updating stuff and showing off a lot of the new kind of die-cast and cool historical cars you can get. As you guys probably remember, a couple weeks back, I said this game needed a DeLorean. I'm a diehard fan of the DeLorean. A lot of you guys made fun of me thinking I didn't know what I was getting myself into mechanically because of the car. I know what I'm getting into. They're a mess, but they're cool. Why am I yelling at you? So yeah, there's the DeLorean time machine specifically from Back to the Future. There is the Knight Rider car, I believe that is. There's like a Snoopy goof. I'm too young to understand that. I never really got into Peanuts. Also in the game is the Turtle Van, the Party Wagon, whatever you want to call it, the TMNT Ninja Turtles van in its glory. Super hyped to see that. I hope this game is good. I like the concept. It could just be a whatever licensed whatever, but hey, I don't know. It's a slow year. But also, we have linked a before you buy video for Chernobylite. I've been pronouncing it wrong, but I did the before you buy for it. It's very cool if you're into that type of thing. PC, survival horror, single player adventure in an irradiated wasteland. It's tight. I'm all about it. Also, I linked the launch trailer for the Ascent. That game is also dropping this week. We're working on a before you buy for that, so keep your eyes peeled, but seems promising so far. And also a launch trailer for Pokemon Unite, another game dropping, which is kind of like a Pokemon MOBA. Definitely not my cup of tea, not into those types of games, but it seems like people are enjoying it. I don't think we'll have time for a before you buy, but just as a PSA of some of the games that are out this week, there you go. Next up, sort of as an update to what we talked about last week, there's things going on with Activision Blizzard. The state of California has actually sued Activision Blizzard for workplace discrimination and harassment issues. Since we talked about it, more and more things have come out about the court case and other allegations, and with that, the workers have taken a day to walk out and protest. There was a big turnout, kind of support throughout the game industry, so we're just curious to see where this goes. Is that Activision leadership going to do something? Not really smart enough or qualified to provide much commentary on this, but just hope things get better. I wonder how long it's going to take, and I wonder what this means for future projects and everything going on, because this is big. This has hit mainstream news. And back to PlayStation news. Now, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. PlayStation acquired a company called Nixes, who specifically kind of worked around PC ports for games and PC software. So that led to a lot of speculation. Are we getting more PS4, PS5 games coming to PC? Seems like that's the case. In an interview with Famitsu, the head of Sony Interactive Entertainment has basically confirmed that that's what they're doing with Nixes, and their plan is to start putting out more PlayStation games on PC. There's not too much more with that quote other than just an official Sony person now confirming that, so that's definitely good for PC people. Keep your eyes out for more stuff soon, hopefully. But that's some of the news we thought was worth catching you guys up on this week. We want to hear from you in the comments about everything that's been going on. Hot Wheels Unleashed, what do you think about those licensed cars? Do you think this game is just going to be shovelware or something kind of fun in a quiet year? Also, are you playing any of the new games this weekend? Chernobylite, don't make fun of me. It's Russian. I can't do it. It's not Chernobylite. It's like
Chernobylite.
Chernobylite. Ugh. Are you going to crack open your PlayStation 5 and add some expensive new storage into it? I know I am. And are you jumping into the Halo technical test this weekend? Definitely want to hear your thoughts all around. If you could share any of that, we really want to hear it. We definitely want to hear from you, so let us know in the comments. We'll be down there, but things get a little crazy, so if you want to yell at me directly, find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino or youtube.com/Jake Baldino. But thank you as always for coming around here, guys, and just getting caught up on the news with us. We like having fun here. If you had a good time with us, clicking the like button's all you got to do. It legit helps us out, so thanks. But I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching. Pizza's on me. I held it for suspense. I don't know why.